Hello and welcome. In this lesson, we will learn how to make API requests using Perl. API allows us to fetch and send data over internet, and Perl provides powerful modules like user agent, and we have another module that HTTP tiny to work with RESTful APIs. So let's see here how we can do that. First thing, we have to install user agent and then JSON to work on that JSON related stuff. We need one public API, or for example here we have JSON placeholder dot typecode.com. So this is one of the famous API where you can use for testing so resources, right? We can see we have post, comments, album, photos. So suppose if I'll go here in posts, you can see we get data in this format. This is JSON data, and if you want to get the based on the ID, so you can just write here /1, you will get the single ID. So suppose if I want to fetch this one, this data, how we can make it in Perl. So here I have already written fetch API. Let's go to this folder. I'll say cd API calling, and here we have first API, which is fetch API. We just need to use user agent and then JSON. So you have to install these two things using CPAN and define URL. So you have to define here URL and then which ID you want to fetch. Now create one object of user agent, and then using get, that we have done same thing for the parsing scrapping any content. So if you'll see here we have user.get. It's a similar thing that we can do here also. Now we have response, we are checking if it's success, then decoding it, decode content, and we are doing decode JSON. So in previous one we are just decoding content and then parsing it, right? So here what we have to do is we just need to, after decoding, we have to decode into JSON format, and once we have data in JSON, you can just use data.title, data.body. So this title and body, it should automatically get and print here, and if any error, just print the status. So let's run here Perl, and then I'll say fetch API calling.pl, and then we'll see if it's working or not. So here we can see title is this, body, and then it's printing all the data that is available inside body for the first part, right? So this is what it is printing. If you want to change the URL content, you will get the another data. So this is how usually we fetch data. Similarly, we can post data. So if you want to add your own data, then you can also use the same. So for example, we have posts, and create your own data. You have to use percentage because we need to map here. It's a hash, right? So title, and in title we are sending this data. We have body, user ID, and then we just need to convert data to JSON. And after getting the JSON data, you have to now use user agent dot post, and inside post we can write URL and then application content type. That means you have to pass content type and then your content, and once you will do, you can easily send it. So let's run here Perl, and then we can say post api.pl. Now you can see we are getting response, and in response we can say my Perl API, and here ID is 101. So if I'll just go here and write, let's see 101, enter. All right, so it's saying that user ID is 101 empty. Let's try to, so it's actually dynamic in nature. So if you will do in one go that writing, posting and calling the API, it should work. So for example, if I just do here 101, it will not work because this is dynamic in nature. You have to test at the same time. In that case, you will be able to get that. So post it, and then same time you can fetch it, you will get that data. I hope you are able to get how we can send the data, how we can use API in Perl. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video. Thank you.